So when we're in these meetings and then someone says, no, the scope should have been this. You remember when I told you the scope? No, because I went to here's the email correspondent that you agreed that we were aligned. Now, I'm not saying that we have to keep the scope so static that if we have an external risk or internal risk or something comes up where we know we need to make a change, this is what we have change management for, to follow the proper process to ensure that we're aligned on the scope. But you'll have a lot of times where we'll be in a meeting and then someone will say, no, that's not the scope what I agreed on. And you're like, yeah, it is. All right, maybe I'm just telling my story. This is why I always confused of why people don't want to invite certain people to the meeting. I don't know if they're going to be valuable. How you don't know this unless you invite them or you have a one-on-one meeting. If you don't want them to come to the bigger meeting, have a one-on-one meeting and start asking probing questions. Like I said in the introduction of this is what makes a project manager have the success. It's not about me knowing the answers. It's about me having the ability to ask the right open-ended questions to extract the information from someone. So it's important, again, because stakeholders and project team members' knowledge can quickly close gaps in your understanding. Here's my actionable tip. Schedule structured interviews early, documenting their expectations, concerns, and any vital knowledge areas thoroughly. You're probably going to say to yourself, because I know if I was listening to this today, you're going to say, Edie, you continue to talk about documentation. Yeah, because I always talk about it because of the fact of I misstepped and made bad decisions based off of somebody's word. And then it wasn't their fault because they went to another meeting and forgot what we discussed. So just to make sure we're aligned, you see, I threw a little extra emphasis in that. We'll make sure we're in alignment. Let's just document it, because I'm not trying to act like, oh, I'm trying to cover no, I just want to make sure we're aligned to what we're talking about here. So that way, in case of you have a lapse of memory, we can go back to the documentation in which we agreed on, we both signed off on, and we're all aligned. Point number 6, foster a problem-solving culture. Whew. You know, the ability to have open communications about challenging, do you know how well that really brings the team together? Do you know how now all of a sudden, instead of us creating silos and we're fighting against each other, we're actually brainstorming solutions collaboratively? Wouldn't that be amazing? Just think about it. Point number 8, escalate issues quickly with a proposed solution. Message. This is one of those moments where I want to make sure we're clear here, family. I don't want to send you out, especially my new project managers, send you out and you're leading your first project. You run into an issue and you escalate it right away. And then you're looking like, why am I not getting a response? Or and you start having these why moments. Let me explain what some people won't share with you, but today I'm going to unpack it for you. You want to have a proposed solution. Just imagine if someone came to you and said, here's the issue, and threw it in your lap. It's like a hot potato, and didn't tell you what they've done so far, so you don't go down that same line of trying those same solutions. This gives you an opportunity also to look like because you're the leader of that project. So you want to ensure that you propose a solution that even if it doesn't work, that at least you didn't just make an attempt, but you experimented to see, okay, this doesn't work. Now we need to take this to the next step. This is important because timely escalations prevent small problems from escalating into major setbacks.